morning. Welcome to our Saturday morning writing live stream with myself, Gillian St. Kevin, author of Random Gaslamp Fantasy with an LGBTQ plus focus. And with me today is not Jamie Sands, who is having an awesome Easter weekend in Wellington with friends and family, but the equally awesome Amy Blythe. Hi, Amy.
Hi, no pressure.
No pressure. So, Amy, we have seen you in the comments of the stream, but for those of you who don't have the pleasure of knowing you in person, tell us about yourself and what you write.
This is the bit where I should have prepared something to say. Okay, I write romantic comedy and what else? At the moment, I'm working on Regency and pivoting. Don't ask me if it's a good idea or not. And I have a 4-book series of romantic comedies. The first one's called What's French for Ups, and I have a standalone, which is a queer retelling of Jane Austen's Persuasion.
Within my reach. It is awesome.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
We are very excited and lucky to have you here with us today, Amy.
It's good to be here. I'm sorry, my voice sounds so husky. It's the end of a term and I'm a high school teacher, so there's not a lot of it left.
Yep. I assumed that you were in the same boat as me. I've got that niggly, just about to catch a cold feeling.
Well, that better not be it.
Oh no.
Well, it could be. Let's be honest. Teachers getting sick in the holidays that'd be so basic. I really don't want that to happen. But yeah.
Yay.
Fingers crossed.
We need Kitty here with her nurse vibes to protect you from the germs. So we've got Julie here, who is finding her desk. We have George, who is sleeping on the floor next to my desk. He has stopped attacking it, thanks to Amy's suggestion that I dump a blanket on the floor for him, and so he's
She's given a sacrifice. You've made a sacrifice of your duvet.
Yep. Well, he is cute when he's not moving. So today, I am working on continuing the plotting I was doing last weekend for Serious Crew. I expected to finish it Sunday after the stream, but I ended up just feeling like absolute rubbish and taking Sunday and all of Monday off as self-care days. And yes, my very expensive blanket, but it's okay because he's not chewing the expensive blanket part. He is chewing the cover, the case kind of. And
it's too late for that.
Yeah. That ship has sailed. So yeah, I'm getting back to the world of Serious Crew, and my aim is to get some words done tomorrow. Amy, what are you working on today?
I'm editing. I'm continuing with editing. I'll probably be writing some new stuff, but it's all part of editing.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the second book in another probably 4-book series. Yeah.
Yeah. Julie says you might need to just give him the cover and get a new one. That's what I'm planning to do, but I'm going to wait until he gets out of this stage first. He has already claimed like my hoodie and my shoes, so I'm like, I need to.
Now is not the time to buy new anything.
Yeah, though on Tuesday I did get a pair of new shoes because I am down to one pair, and when the puppy takes and hides the shoe, I can't leave the house. So I was like, this cannot continue. So I got new shoes, and then the day after I got them, Wednesday, he broke the laces of my old shoes. So I'm down to one pair of shoes. And hi, Cool Gamer. Welcome. It's good to have you here. So on our Saturday stream, we usually celebrate, a success that happened during the week. Do you have a success, Amy?
I mean, I did do some editing in the evenings, which is always feels like a massive win because I'm like working full time. So yeah, and there were some evenings where it was like a decent amount, and some where it was just like, okay, I've ticked the box of doing something. Yeah, and it's the last week of term, so kind of I was ready to give myself a total hospital pass. So I'm just stoked I got anything done. Yeah,
That's really good because
plodding along, but
yeah,
sorry, go ahead.
I pretty much gave myself the hospital pass too, but I think I felt like crap for a lot of the week, but my brother-in-law felt more like crap than me. So I sort of pushed through and did a lot of stuff with the kids that I think ultimately made things easier for everyone. So
Nice.
not a
I was going to
writing
say,
thing.
did your 2 days? Did you say Sunday and Monday? You kind of took off.
Yeah.
Did it help?
Um, I think I needed more days, but I know that I definitely would not have survived Tuesday without having rested Monday.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah, in sore need of 2 weeks, which I now have. So
Yay.
yeah,
Awesome. Well, let's kick off today's stream with our usual warm up. So I've been reunited with my Wild Unknown Tarot deck. So I'm going to pull a card. We're going to use that as kind of our creative prompt for 5 minutes of like unfiltered writing. So, okay, we've done once through. So, Amy, whenever you're
I have to
ready,
say when. Okay.
yeah, say when.
Okay, now.
Oh, cool. Okay, we have the Mother of Swords. So we've got I don't know, an observant, thoughtful looking owl perched on the crosspiece of a sword. The owl is black and white, and there's like very level black and white lines in the background.
Like
So,
Horizon or something.
yeah, resting owl face. So,
Hungry.
Mother of Swords, sharp, perceptive. You'll often find the Mother of Swords putting her sharp perceptions to use as a therapist, doctor, or teacher. She's extremely experienced and knowledgeable in her field. Some think of her as all seeing. This card can sometimes represent a woman going through a difficult time. She may be recently widowed or divorced, and usually without children. During this time, there's potential for her criticism to soar. So it's kind of, I find the court cards a little bit more difficult to kind of interpret because they're usually describing a person. But so this might be a character, this might be an aspect of yourself that you need to silence, like critical is, you know, relates to like your inner editor maybe, and you need to say, hey, shut up, I've got this. Actually, that might be what I need to do with my plotting. But yeah, so
Yeah. You
for
could also
the
take it as like a journaling prompt of trying to kind of imagine what a wise mentor would say to you. Like
yeah,
if you were your own mentor, what would you like? It's always one of those like questions people ask, like if you were giving advice to someone, you would
yeah,
be way nicer and way kinder than you are to yourself.
yes, that is very true. Okay, I have got 5 minutes on my phone. So I'll just stick the Mother of Swords over there and grabbing a pen. You ready to go, Amy?
Yeah, so I'll just mute myself, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. 5 minutes starting now. Okay, that was my timer. It was muted. So I was the only one who heard it. I forgot that I muted myself. But yes, so that was our warm up. I used it to brainstorm ways I could potentially turn off my inner critic and get back to writing and enjoying writing. So hopefully,
What did you come
I
up
can
with?
focus today. Um, Putting plot points on post-its first rather than writing them in my journal so I can move them around and make sure that I like where they are before kind of finalizing them. Write a review of my story as if it was finished and I was a reader who absolutely loved it.
Nice.
To kind of remind myself why I'm doing this.
Mm.
Just list out all of my fears about the story and do a risk assessment of it like we do in the certificate of small business and project management, like
Oh yeah.
treating the story as a project and going, okay, what are the risks here, how can I address it, and potentially jumping ahead to plotting story 3 in more detail, reading the chapters that Jamie sent me, because reading Jamie's story always makes me more excited to work on mine. Um,
Nice.
Design merchandise because that's fun. Um, interrogate Sirius, interrogate Barrowman, and interrogate Mordecai, who are all 3 characters who are giving me issues right now.
Yeah,
So,
so just like write from their perspective and just like
well,
hash it out.
this is the Lizzie Tremaine approach, which is sit your character down and go, why? And
Yeah,
just keep asking them
make them
why.
answer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
until you get something.
nice. The
Yeah,
post-it thing I used to do, I remember having like a string across the room and all the post-its folded over.
yeah,
Because then I could move them along and like
yeah,
make space for a new one. But it's funny, I've stopped doing that. And I don't know why. Like it was helpful at the time. Now I tend to write in the document the scenes that are coming up after the bit where I'm up to. Like I
yeah,
just like write what I would put on the post-it more or less.
yeah,
In the document. So then when I sort of run out of whatever, the magic juice, I just like scan down and go, oh, that's where I'm headed next. And then there and then there. And oh crap, I already kind of hinted at that. Okay, does that change it? You know, that kind of having it next in the document
yeah,
helps. But at the moment, of course, I'm working in it's a fully drafted first draft. But I've still got that because I've got the things I'm planning to change just
yeah,
sitting there. Yeah, so that's what I did. I scanned ahead to sort of see where it went next in the first draft and how much of the stuff that I'm planning to do in the new version and whether or not that will replace what was in the first draft. And I think it will, actually. I think it will replace the next scene, or whether or not it'll like dovetail back in to where. And I think I
yeah.
figured it out. So does
That
that make
is
me the
exciting.
wise owl? I figured it out.
Yeah,
I don't
this
know.
is Amy. It is fantastic.
Hungry.
Julie
I always
is
think owls look hungry.
joining us. Yep, all surprised. Or no,
Mm,
indignant. They seem to have this like permanently outraged expression, just like, how dare.
yeah. So they're looking for food, I assume. They always look like they're watching. They're looking for food and they look slightly pissed off. And I think between the two I interpret it as hangry.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay. Why did I close that? I deliberately decided I was going to keep it out. Okay. Ignore
I
me.
have mine. This is the one with the plan is in it. But I won't be able to find it now. Oh, maybe it's in the other one. They all look the same. Like all my journals look like this, and so I can never keep track of which is which. I was going to show you my, what you might call it, the plan you taught us how to do, but this is not it.
Like embryo.
This is the first book,
Yep. Oh, that's awesome.
but it pretty much stuck to it. But it helps that it was a novella.
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm writing the next book now, so that's of no use.
Okay. We are going to jump into our first 20-minute sprint. So this is focused writing time. Amy and myself will mute ourselves.
Yeah. I'm going to run away and get some socks because my feet are cold. And
yeah,
then,
it is.
all right.
I'm wearing socks and shoes, which I normally never do inside, but it is that cold in Christchurch this morning.
Yeah, it's
Hopefully
weird
it
because
is
it's a
in
nor'wester.
Yeah. Okay, let's get started.
Cool. Let's go.
Okay. Oh, sorry, I missed your message, Amy, but that was the end of our 20 minutes. How did
You must have
everyone
good
feel?
instinct.
After a while, you do sort of think, okay, it must be time now.
Yeah, that was weird. I must have written that question just as at like 19 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah. So,
How'd you go?
I read the 2 chapters that Jamie sent me, and I enjoyed them very much.
You
And
look
we're
like
just
you were
think,
trying very hard not to laugh out loud.
yes, that is very accurate to what was going on. I also sent them some. I kind of gave them my reactions on Facebook, and they said that, let the stream know that they're just about to go to a farmer's market with their family. So, sounds like they're
Oh,
having a
fun.
fantastic Easter weekend.
Nice.
Um, yeah, I was just thinking, I haven't been to a farmer's market since this year,
Yeah,
which is
neither.
sad. Um, there
It's
was
been a
one.
while.
There was a lovely one in Heathcote, the Apawa, not Heathcote, the Apawa Farmers Market, which is at the used to be in the car park of a school, with a weird name, but I can't remember the name. But there was so much issues with people with the amount of parking, and the people who wanted to
Hmm.
go to the farmers market were just not sufficient. So they
I feel
moved,
like
but
that's always an issue in Christchurch. Like if you ever go to the one at Dean's Bush,
hmm
the Riccarton one, like you have to walk for ages to. I mean, if you drive, I would probably just bike there. But yeah, like the parking in the neighborhood is clearly not. I mean, designed for that, right? It's not a shopping center. It's usually a park.
yeah,
So I'm not used to
yeah,
having
true,
hundreds of people. Well, there's schools. Schools always have parking issues too, I guess.
yeah,
Hmm.
sadness. How did you get on? So,
Um, pretty good. Yeah, and no work count check actually. Um, I have my heroine is about to go find out something she doesn't want to know, and she kind of knows that she's probably going to find out something she doesn't want to know. So she's like, "Shall I go investigate? I could just pretend I know nothing." um, yeah. So 233 words, new words.
that's
Yeah,
pretty good.
not brilliant, but I think I've kind of gotten over the bit of what's she gonna see and hear exactly. She needs to see and hear enough to like deduce that there's a problem that she should do something about, and she doesn't want to do anything about it.
Yep. Um,
I need to
Julie
make her
has
culpable though. Yeah,
Julie has
yeah,
made what sounds like amazing progress on clearing out the inboxes of her kids.
Hmm.
Um, I think I need a ginger nut. So,
I think I need a few feed hours and a hot cross bun.
oh, yeah,
Hmm. Hmm.
okay. Because
Sorry, I'm making.
I'm going grocery shopping later today. Oh, darn,
All
what did I
right.
do with my ginger nuts? I cleaned out my drawers yesterday, and my food stash is not where I thought it was. Oh, yeah. The results of Julie's interviews with her kids' teachers is that she has to be a full-on teaching assistant for the next term. So that
Yeah, the
is,
brutal funding. It's so hard. So
mm,
hard.
yeah,
I'm kind of impressed that they're letting you take that role. Is that normal? I don't know, in New Zealand schools for parents to just be allowed to be in that role. I've
um,
never had a parent take that role with a student in my class, but yeah.
oh my gosh. Okay, let's start the next stream. I will continue to hunt for where I've
And then we
hidden
can
this.
go and find food.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Happy
Okay,
with that.
20
Let's
minutes.
go hunter gatherer and then come back and write.
Okay, that is the timer again. I've just realized that one of the kids, or the puppy, was playing with my wallet and things are not where they should be, so I fixed that. How did you get on, Amy? Are you still mute?
156 words this time. I feel like I'm going really slowly today, but I'm having breakfast at the same time, so.
Yeah. This is what my plot progress looks like. And I have this is quite funny. I've got a plot that has plot point that I haven't figured out where it is goes yet, and it's attached itself to the bottom of the notebook. But yeah,
Interesting.
Yeah, those looked like really good feijoas.
My mum has access to a tree and they don't eat them, which is, I grew up not eating feijoas at all. This is like a small number. We have so many. Yeah, I don't think mum liked them, so we never got them because she did all the grocery shop, and I didn't like them as a kid. And then we had a tree. We lived up on the hill and I don't know, now I love them. Can't get enough, but we don't have a tree anymore. Now mum
Yeah,
has a tree, so we get, massive paper bag fills every time she gets anywhere near us.
yeah. Julie is still looking for her desk, but is going to probably break for food. It sounds like.
Food is
One
good.
of you know how sometimes people put like excess fruit and stuff in a box with a free sign in some neighborhoods. We live in one of those neighborhoods, and my favorite ever is a house like 2 blocks away who one year put out a sign saying free Joas. And I was just like, yes, that's so good.
I've seen so many pieces of written pieces, I guess opinion articles on how feijoas are like the communist fruit and they're the people's fruit because it's like when they're out, there's just this absolute glut, so everyone just gives them away.
I was thinking when you mentioned supermarket shopping, I was like, I don't think I've ever paid for a feijoa. We just have them.
I
And we
definitely
don't have
have,
a feijoa
because
too.
we haven't had access to, mum's just moved into a place with a feijoa tree, which is excellent timing,
Yeah.
positively providential. But 2 weeks ago when they were first, people were bringing them to school, so I see them in other people's lunches and I'm like, where's mine? And I don't have it, so we did buy some, but then mum showed up with a bag and I was like, sweet, never have to buy them ever again.
Yeah. I house sat a house in Sumner that had a bath in their back garden and 2 or 3 feijoa trees right next to the bath.
And they
So
filled the bath.
you could run your bath and sit in it and eat feijoas. It's fantastic.
So it's about the right quantity. You get about a bathful of feijoas.
Yeah,
You could have a bath in feijoas. Yeah.
that did not occur to me, but if
That
they
was
ever
exactly where my mind went. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry to hear about Julie's feijoa experience, but
Oh no.
yeah, that's truly tragic.
My husband did that with Nutella. He ate too much of it in one sitting, one time, and then he couldn't deal with it for a long time.
So my niece is 6 and she has a friend who is also 6 and just a little bit older. And he will tell if he sees you eating Nutella, he will tell you that you personally are destroying orangutan's habitat. And
Right, because of the palm oil.
yes, yeah,
Does he do the same thing if you're eating Ferrero Rocher?
I don't know. Perhaps
Because
I
they
don't
have
know if
Nutella in them.
he's
I think they're made by the same company.
yeah.
Don't tell him. It'll just ruin Christmas.
Yeah, but I just think that is fantastic.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, um, this household does not buy Nutella; it buys an alternative. I forget what it's called.
Yeah, there's a few, probably called hazelnut spread, Pams. Um, yeah, there's a few
Yep.
alternatives, although I'm not sure they're much better. Unless they're like the New Zealand, uh, sort of peanut butter brand, Fix and Fog or something like that. They might be better. I'd hope they'd be better.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. It is 11:14, which means to okay, well, I will just not introduce you to my niece's friend, Julie. Problem solved. When you have a kid with a limited diet, you do not need to add a judgy 6-year-old to the mix. So,
100%. Do what you got to do, man.
hmm so let's see. I think I was about to start the third sprint for today,
Yeah,
as it
let's do it.
seems like
I'm
we
going to
are
try not to
almost
distract myself. Try and get a decent amount done this time.
done. Okay, so 20 minutes starting now. Okay, that is the end of our third sprint. I got up, left the room, came back, and the dog was on the bed, so I had to remove him. Amy, are you muted? Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Hey.
I did 340-ish, so better than before.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now that sounds really good. I have a lot more post-it notes on my piece of
Nice.
paper now, and I'm really happy with them. Whoops.
Yay.
Moving things around, I suddenly realized like a whole like sequence of scenes tie really nicely into each other now.
Oh, I love
So
when that happens.
yeah,
It's like putting a puzzle together.
yeah. So I am keen to jump right into our next sprint, though I will be getting up
Yeah,
at the
me too.
start to make a fresh pot of tea.
That's a good idea. My family have just taken off, so I've got the house to myself. So that's nice.
Yay! It's fantastic. Okay, let's jump right in. The last sprint of the day, 20 minutes, starting now. Okay, so that was the end of our fourth and final sprint of the morning. So I've just got to attach one more note.
Just trying to figure out where I started. I think I got more written this time, but I'm not sure where I was up to. I usually put like a little symbol in, like I'll put like numbers or something to kind of remind me, but I forgot. No idea.
Let's see. With that up, hang on.
I think I probably got similar to last time, actually. 340-ish. Still, I think all in all, that's like almost 1,000 words this morning. Probably not quite. Not far off. And you've got a heap of planning done?
Yep. Hang on.
You're going to keep going, aren't you?
Yep. Well, actually, no.
I might too.
So I am house sitting today, starting today, and I was planning to head over late afternoon, but I just got a text that the homeowner is concerned they left the freezer open. So I actually have to. I said that as soon as I was done with this, I would zoom over there and check on the freezer.
Oh,
so
that's
that
good
is what I'm about to do.
Nice. I'm going to probably relocate and then keep writing.
So, Julie, George does not go house sitting with me because he is a furniture destroying nuisance at the moment. But I am about to house sit 2 cats, and I have a relationship with these cats who are very independent, such that on the days when I have other house sits, I can just feed them in the morning and night, and that is okay. But when I actually can stay, I do, because me staying is not necessary for the cats, but the family like to have me there as like a burglary preventer.
Nice.
Also to put the bins out.
So who looks after George if you are house sitting?
The rest of the family. So I've kind of got an overlap until Monday where I will have George and 2 cats. But we will George will come in the car to me and he will wait in the car while I feed the cats, and then we might Zoom on and do the grocery shopping. I drove to Countdown yesterday and I was like, this is amazing. I almost never get to park in front of Countdown. There's no cars. And I was all the way up to the door before I realized.
I foolishly went on Thursday night. Like I run a writing workshop every other Thursday night. And so I always do the big grocery shop at Pack and Save on the way home. And it was completely like, I've never seen so many people in the supermarket. It was like Christmas Eve or something. It was ridiculous. As soon as I turned into the car park, I was like, what have I done?
Yeah.
So busy. And I forgot so many things because of that. Like, because it was frantic. I was like trying to like just get to where I needed to go and get out. And
my craziest shopping experience was I was in Countdown shopping when the news came out that the government was that we'd got our first COVID cases, our first Omicron COVID cases in Christchurch, and everyone was like, we're going to get locked down. So like there were maybe 20 people in the store when I arrived, and then I sort of glanced up and there were people lining up to get into Countdown, and I was like, oh, something's happened. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I
Okay.
remember that afternoon at school, we had like a meeting after school, and they'd said that they'd found a case. Maybe it was last August. Yeah, it was like they found a case of Delta in the community or something in Auckland. And I was like, I'm pretty sure we're going to go into lockdown. But this was 4 hours before they announced it, right? They'd announced the case. They hadn't said what they were going to do about it. And everyone was like, oh, you know, it's just one case. I'm like, but they said if there was one case, we would be going into lockdown immediately. I was like, take your laptops home. Take your laptops home. And
Mm-hmm.
then, yeah. We had our one meeting and then went home. And then an hour later, it was like, stay home. Okay. We all took our laptops home at least. Total
Okay.
chaos.
I am
So,
full with ginger nuts, so I'm ready to go about my day. But yes,
nice.
so
Yeah, I'm eating
I
my weight in feijoas.
am, yay. I am aiming to be back here tomorrow morning, but it is Easter Sunday. So do you have plans, Amy?
Um, I think we probably do. Yeah.
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 So it may be a solo stream, or I may decide that I'm just going to take the morning off and sleep in and come back on Monday instead. So,
Oh, Monday could be cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, I will announce on Facebook if I stream. If I don't stream, there will be nothing. But I'll also let people know what's up in the Discord. So, thank you for joining and watching us. Big thanks to Amy for stepping up and filling Jamie's shoes for today. It was really great to have you here. And awesome, also, sorry, really glad to have Julie. Yay.
Yay.
So,
Thanks for having me. That was fun.
it's great fun, isn't it? Like, it's much easier than I thought it would be to like live stream, but
Yeah.
and it's
That works well.
gets so much done. But yes, maybe I will be back tomorrow. Maybe I won't. But see you again
Monday.
soon. Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. So enjoy
Awesome.
the rest of your day.
Bye.